the time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national...
Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's York. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but the play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Witherspoon. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Talking to their coaches, they said we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far. And
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball on the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fuller. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. From midfield, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Canes are facing 3rd and inches. Caught close to the marker, it's Witherspoon. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Unloads quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Here's some pressure. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here. They've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Now the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Cherry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
On the ready.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the crease.
Turning it on! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. At the 35, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
finds a spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Running back searching for a hole. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry up.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Hurricane! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Bowling Green. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it out. It's Rourke. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing in.
Breaks into the open. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making checks. Pushes ahead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Miami! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. on the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Fuller. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Rush is on him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Blue Devils will punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's heavy. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds.
Here we go.
Reads it, fires complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it out fast. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quick release by the QB. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cherry. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. Now on 3rd down for this offense. He wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. There he goes. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Duke. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida Atlantic. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grab, go to the middle. It's Witherspoon.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Tight end now in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they're able to get him down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They bring the punter onto the field now. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just... Whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hauls it in. Turning it on. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Said if you're on offense. Fourth. got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Past the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
49-10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Keeps it on the bootleg. Here comes the heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. On the move at the 30. He's loose. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Now on the counter. Runs through the tackle. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense, shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Still on his feet. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Flips it out on the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just a short pass to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Got a man in the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Snags it over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear